What is going on, trainers? Troy back here with episode 44 of 66 Singles Spectacular, the spectacular singles battles that happen on the channel here. So, I know it has been about almost 2 weeks since my last one. I've been just crazy busy with a lot of stuff. Done some fan battles, and I have one right here for you guys. I'm going to try to get more out here for you. Versus Swish. This guy hit me up on Twitter. I said, cool, let's do it. Kind of, I guess, a UU matchup if it would have to be anything else but UU. Maybe a little NU in there. I don't even know, because you see the Hitmonlee. But everyone else looks pretty UU. Got them showing off the Mega Steelix. And as you guys can see on the side there, on my side, I have my items I'm bringing, so you guys can see what items I brought, and we can talk more in the comment section about what maybe other items I should have brought. I'm gonna think about Togekiss' item next time, because I like the Razor Fang on the increased flinch. But some people tell me that it doesn't really help out the flinch, but I think sometimes I feel like it does, and I think it actually does. I haven't really gone in and checked, but I just liked it, so I'm gonna do that. We're gonna get the battle started. So I had a bad feeling about that Swampert. I'm like, okay, that thing's gonna Mega Evolve, and it probably might wreck my whole team, because I don't know how I'm gonna be able to stop it. I don't have any grass type moves on my side here, so everything looked bad. So he opened with the Hitmonlee, and I'm like, you know what, this guy might be a fan. He might go for the normal gem fake out open. But, so I just, well, okay, he might fake out, so I'm just going to bring in Steelix. But he ends up switching out too, and I'm like, oh, well, never mind. So he brings out his Togekiss, and I'm like, okay, now the Togekiss. Later I figured out, okay, the thing's going to flamethrower. But at the time, I'm like, I think I could take whatever kind of hit this guy's going to throw at me. He might even try to Thunder Wave me, but no, it just goes straight for the flamethrower. I do end up taking it pretty decently. I'm like, okay, it's not bad. So let's see how much this Ice Fang is going to do. It didn't do as much as I wanted it to, not even a 2-hit KO, so I got Shovel Face out of there. I'm like, well, okay, who can I bring in here? So I bring in Tyranitar, my special defense beast. As you can see, I give him the Assault Vest all the time. The Sandstream gives him more special defense, and then on top of more special defense EVs, I'm going to talk about this guy a lot. And then look at the Flamethrower, practically did like 9 damage right there, so that's nothing. The Sandstorm going to do a little bit of damage there, so he's going to withdraw because he knew that that thing was not going to go down. So he brings in the Swampert there, and I'm like, okay, I could have predicted the switch, maybe gone for a crunch, but I just went for a Stone Edge just to be safe, even though it was not very effective. So he got a good switch there, so I got to switch out Swampert back in the Shell Faces. I'm like, okay, this guy might be a physical. Mega Steelix has got a heck of a lot of defense. About 500, I think, if this thing, max defense, the base is just, off the charts. So I knew I could take a Waterfall, but he goes for the Ice Beam, predicting the Tyranitar was going to stay in. And then the more I thought about it, maybe I should have stayed in. But then I'm like, nah, this is a mixed Swampert. There's the Waterfall. And even so, it's a super effective Waterfall. Man, I don't take it. So Steelix is out of the battle already. And I'm like, oh, that is not good. So Steelix, he is gone. And so now we got Togekiss that's left. He goes for the Rock Slide. I could have predicted that too, but that still does quite a bit of damage. Now I'm getting worried. Like I said before, man, this Swampert just doing too much. The Sandstorm goes down. I'm like, okay, Togekiss, I gotta bring it back here, buddy. I need someone else to try. So bring it Flying on. I'm like, okay, this guy might Ice Beam. And he did get a good prediction if I was going to switch into anything else, but I do live the Ice Beam, however, because, Swamperts don't get a lot of special defense. I go for the Outrage. I am Scarfed after the switch in there, so his Swampert barely goes down. I was a bit heartbroken. I'm like, how did that just happen? I could not believe it. So Swampert, he goes down. The Swampert lived with 2 health. And Flygon, man, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. So I bring out Jay-Z. I'm like, okay, bro. Jay-Z, it's your time. You got this right. You got this right. And then I'm like, go for the U-turn. So Jay-Z takes out the Swampert. So Swampert gone. Took 2 Pokemon. And now I bring back in Infernape so I can get a good, I can bring in someone fresh. So I bring in Togekiss. So Togekiss is going to try his hand at the battle here. Brings out the Darmanitan. I'm like, okay, I don't think I can take a Stone Edge from that guy. So I'm going to bring in Tyranitar. So, but he gets a really good prediction. I believe he goes for a superpower. And I didn't figure out, or did go for the Rock Slide, so that was fine. I did predict some kind of rock type attack, Stone Edge or Rock Slide, but I do take quite a bit of damage from that too, so that thing must have been banded No, it wasn't banned. Now he goes for super. I didn't know what item this guy had, honestly. It wasn't even life orb. It was crazy. So Tyranitar goes down. That also made me really, really sad. So Tyranitar, he is out of the battle here. So it stopped looking good for me for a bit here. I'm at 3-5. So it's a growing trend how in the middle and beginning of the matches, I do go down and get behind very easily. But the comeback was still real. I still had a chance. So go for the Sharpedo. I'm like, okay, Sharpedo, it's your time, bro. You can get the speed boost up. He goes for superpower because, yeah, that's obvious. Even with the lower defense, I knew it was like, okay, no matter what attack I did, I could have, you know, one-shot. He might have saw that the Darmanitan might have been, you know, he did his job. He kept it in, going for the waterfall. Maybe thought he still outsped. I don't even know. But Darmanitan, he goes down. So I'm like, okay, that's good. That is good. I do get the crit, but I don't think I needed it, honestly. So Sharpedo tried to bring it back because once you get all the speed boosts, you know, and then I got the life orb, and he's got a lot of attack. I didn't really care about the Sandstorm. I at least want to take out one more Pokemon with this guy. So it brings out Hitmonlee, and then I'm immediately in my mind, I'm like, that thing's got Mach Punch. I had no doubt in my mind that it didn't have Mach Punch, and I was already worried. And then the Protect showed that to me, and I'm like, okay, Sharpedo, I'm going to bring it back here. After you get your speed boost, I got to take all those away from you, and I got to bring in Togekiss. I'm really sorry. So I bring back out Togekiss because fighting type attacks work out. He probably predicted my switch because he goes for a close combat this time, predicting more damage, but I still don't take that much, and I'm like, okay, this is pretty good, pretty good. Togekiss taking all those like a G. I still didn't know at this time what item he had, but he switches out anyway and brings out his own Togekiss, so we got a Togekiss battle. I go for the Roost because that was a smart play. I knew I could have taken any fighting type attack and, you know, get back up, so that was good. He ends up going for the Dazzling Gleam, see what kind of damage we can get here. But it really wasn't, you know, all that much, and I wanted to be faster as things, so I did go for the T-Wave. I'm like, okay, good, maybe we get some Para Hacks also going. I did want to try to Air Slash and then, you know, flinch this guy, so I was going to see how much that was going to work. But the Air Slashes weren't doing that much damage. I used Roost just to get my health back up to full. I probably should have Air Slashed again. That might have killed. Might have, but I want to make sure I was at full. He goes for a Dazzling Gleam again, not getting paralyzed, so that broke my heart. I do take about, like, I guess 30% damage. That was quite a bit. And then the Air Slash gets him down to about 2 health, and I could not believe that. I really wanted that thing to die, and it didn't. So the Dazzling Gleam right there gets me down to a crit. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I was like, oh man, now then he switches out. Brings in the Porygon Z. He's going to download. Thank God for me that it was only attack, not the special attack. So I keep Togekiss in, go for the Roost, and I'm like, okay, this is, you know, still good. I'm getting my heals. I'm getting everything going. And then, so now I was just like, I guess I got to bring in Fernape. No one else. I knew I could take any kind of Ice Beam. And, you know, I could just take that and then try to go for any kind of close combat. I was going to do that, and so he ends up withdrawing anyway, predicting the close combat. Brings back out his Togekiss. He wanted to sack this thing off because he just knew that thing was really low, was paralyzed. You might as well just give her a Togekiss at that point. So, not Haxor's. Togekiss ends up going down. I was really wondering when I was going to see Haxorus in this battle, but I do not believe that he brought it out. He didn't really need it. So here comes the Hitmonlee, and I'm like, hey, you know, I know I'm faster than this guy. I just really had to hope that it didn't have a sash, but it did. I could not believe that. I was really sad. That thing had the sash. It could have had anything else. Life Orb maybe, no, but he also packs an Earthquake. What a punch, man. I was just so done at that point. I could not believe it. So Fernape, he goes down. Next Pokemon's Togekiss. I'm like, okay, Togekiss, you can still take those close combat. He must have thought I'd bring out Sharpedo or something. I don't even know. He goes for the close combat. Couldn't go for the Earthquake either. So I guess he had Earthquake, Mach Punch, close combat. I didn't even know the last move. So go for the Dazzling Gleam, hoping to kill. And I do kill because it was at 1 health. So Hitmonlee, you know, nice job. You did pretty good on my team, man. Nice. So last Pokemon is the Porygon Z. That thing, I believe it didn't have any choice item. And then a good thing it didn't get the download this time. Goes for the Thunder, and I was like, oh, geez, that's probably going to kill me. That most likely super effective Thunder, man. Not the Thunderbolt goes for the Thunder. That is a bold play right there. Bold, just like build. I couldn't believe it. So Sharpedo goes for a Protect. All I had to hope for was if Sharpedo can one-hit KO the Porygon Z, I could at least take out the Haxorus because I had Ice Fang, so that was a done deal there. Go for the crunch, hoping for the kill, and I end up, unfortunately, not getting it. Porygon Z barely hangs on, goes for the Thunder, so this thing must have been Scarf or Specs because it just kept thundering, and then the Thunder lands on top of that. Sharpedo, thanks for playing, it did a great job. So, the opponent's Swish picks up the victory, could have been really close, I could have came back with if the Haxorus ever made an appearance. He was really scared of my whole team with the Haxorus. That's probably why I didn't bring it, because I had Ice Fang on Sharpedo, Tyranitar has Ice Fang, Flygon was Scarfed with Outrage, so Haxorus, even without that Sash, he knew it didn't have Sash, so he didn't want to bring it out. But he made everything else work, so great battle to him. I'll leave his Twitter in the description below if I can find it. So thanks to him, and I forgot to ask for the question of the day. I don't do Q&A on 66 singles, I do question of the day. So what is your favorite singles or double strategy? I feel like a lot of single strategies can happen, and so I wanted to ask, what are your guys' favorite single strategies? I know double strategies happen like all the time, so tell me in the comment section down below what's the question of the day. Other than that, thank you guys for watching the battle. I'll try to get more of these 66 singles battles. I'm doing a lot of other stuff too, so you guys know about that. So thanks for watching. Good luck in all your next battles, and as always, I'll see all of you guys next time.